to the Quiet Warrior Show, where we help top leaders find their pathway to incredible success and a lifetime of happiness. Here is your host, Tom Dutta, the Quiet Warrior.
All right. Well, we are live. We are live on Facebook and LinkedIn. This is called live streaming, everybody. This is Tom Dutta. I am the host of the Quiet Warrior Show. I'm also the founder of a company called KRE-AT. We're going to talk a lot about those things today. And I have someone very, very special on with me. You can see her sitting there quietly. And I've told her, be quiet until I call you on. I want to get excited and tell you that I live in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, on the West Coast. And it is Canada Day. It's our birthday, 153 years. Wow. I hope I live that long. And I love living in the country of Canada for many reasons. We are a very peaceful country. We have the motive of peace. We're a strong country. We're a country that doesn't see color or races. We, in fact, are all Canadians. And I landed here as an immigrant when I was 5 or 6 years old. I was born in the United Kingdom as my dad was in the military on a base there. And my parents are from Fiji and connected back to my grandparents from India. So I think today is a day of celebration. I know the Independence Day in the United States is coming up. So wherever you are in the world, celebrate the fact that we have a great place to live, and we are very fortunate and blessed. Let me tell you about the lady I'm going to introduce for a minute. She's patiently waiting, and she's probably saying, speed it up, Tom. And she's a good friend. I want to tell you how we met. Donna Setterlund is the founder and CEO of a company called Zontoria Productions. And in fact, you'll see a ticker on the screen, and you'll see a couple websites. And a few months ago, I was writing a book, and I'm going to kind of throw it out there now. This book was a story I wrote in high school when I was about grade 12. And it was a story I wrote, and I got some awards for it, about a brave dime, a dime that lived in a cash register. And one night somebody broke into the store and all the dimes woke up, and the story carried on, and there was some heroism and all sorts of fun things. I remember so many years later, I said, I gotta write that book. So I wrote the story down on my Microsoft computer. And I said to my friend, Jerry Callison, who's a wonderful man, and he's like a father figure and a mentor to me. I said, Jerry, who do you know who will help me illustrate this book? And he says, I know the right person. Her name's Donna. And she had just done a book for Jerry called Mouse in the House. And so I connected with Donna, and we started this project to illustrate my book. And then something imagination and imaginary happened. You see, I just did my first TEDx talk. And Donna reached out to me and she said, Tom, I watched your TEDx talk. We've been working together on your Brave Dime book. And this is the first time I'm talking to you about my story. It connects to me in a very deep way. And the next thing I know, Donna goes away. And then all of a sudden, a week or so later, I get an email and she says, oh, by the way, I'm starting a book and I want to do it with you. And my heart grew big. And here we are. So we have a very big announcement to make. And now that I've rambled for 3 minutes, I'd like to welcome to the Quiet Warrior Show, Ms. Donna Setterlund. Donna, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Tom. Nice to be here. I'm enjoying this immensely.
Yeah, if we only told the truth about all the technical issues we had the first time. Donna, why don't you tell us a bit about yourself and tell us where you are right now?
It's a little bit complicated. I've been writing books all my life. I started when I was in the 4th or 5th grade writing books, and I have about 4 dozen of them completed and about 18 published. And I just love illustrating is my passion, and writing is my secondary challenge. But I love this new opportunity of illustrating with other people and for other people. It's just been magical, just wonderful. It's a great life. I'm just wrapping up my life of creating, doing all this. Oh boy.
That's all right. Phones are okay. Don't worry about that.
Pick it up and hang it up.
All right. Thank you, Donna. One of the things I love about live streaming is you get to be in my home. It's the age of COVID-19, and I get to be in your office, and we get the distractions of phones and animals. Everybody, Donna has Donna has an amazing life. We've been talking about this offline, that she lives on a property with 18 acres, and we were just talking, and she had to go and feed the critters. And I said, "What are they?" And Donna, you told me about your horses and all these things, and it's just wonderful. And so, Donna, I want to talk a little bit about the you and I before we get into making the big announcement. Okay. Everybody knows me as a quiet warrior. I have a leadership development company. I develop people through training. I've written my book, The Way of the Quiet Warrior, and I'm so excited that Donna has it on her beautiful shelf behind her, amongst other images of her work. And the thing about my life is that I did 10 years ago, Donna, discovered that I could use my own story, coming from a background of adversity, childhood trauma, which I talk openly about. I'm an advocate for children and youth and making the world better and happier. I can use that story to tell publicly, not for woe is me, but to empower people that you are enough and there's hope for you to move forward. It's very rare to find a CEO who's been in business like I have for 30 years come out and talk about the struggles, because many are wired to keep it to themselves. They don't think it's a strength, but it actually is. And so what I wanted to do was collaborate with somebody who is like me. And when you told me your story, we don't have to get into the whole story, but you come from a life of adversity where there was ups and downs, and you have 4 beautiful daughters you raised. I saw their picture. And then you created this amazing platform called Zontoria. Before I give it back to you, I want to say something for the audience to know that when I looked up Donna, it said that she is an author, a classic Disney style illustrator, and an Imagineer. And I went, whoa, I got to meet Donna, because first of all, anybody out there, when you hear classic Disney, doesn't it make you feel like I got to know more? What the heck is that? What Donna does is takes people like me and others and turns them into beautiful illustrations. And when you see some of her work, check out her books. So Donna, just give us a few snippets, just a minute or two about, sort of your story and how you and I connect through that.
Well, I had a pretty rough childhood. My father passed away when I was 11, almost 12, and I had a stepfather that was only 10 years older than I am, and he was a alcoholic and gambler, and it made life a little rough growing up. And then I got married to another man that kind of followed the same pattern, and now I have a great husband. But we started creating our books, and we linked with a group in Hollywood. Actually, Tinkerbell, the real Tinkerbell, is one of my mentors, and we started producing a series of books. And her son is also a producer. He owns the character Flipper, and they were going to help us create an animated movie. So we started a corporation, and one thing led to the next, and it all ended up in we got caught in an international financial scandal and lost it all. So it's been kind of like your story, one up and one down, and we've got things mellowed out now with our ranch. It all turned out wonderful, and I'm still illustrating. My illustrating books has saved me, basically. The place to go and hide and have fun and forget about life's struggles. But we're in a good place now, so we're very happy, and this illustrating is wonderful.
Thank you, Donna. And
what can you say? Life is life.
Yeah, I love your attitude, Donna, and I want to let you just to catch a breath for a minute and talk about that. That first of all, everybody, I honor Donna and guests who come on my show who can be vulnerable and with a positive way talk about the challenges, because that's really where the learnings come from. In fact, they say if you don't fail, you don't develop strength. And I love the fact that you shared that. What's interesting, everybody, is Dawn and I, and if you've read my book, my wife and I, some 15 or so years ago, but we're caught in a financial scandal as well. We lost everything financially. And, Anna and I are so strong as a couple that we are so positive because my life began with adversity. I know the secrets to getting through it. We just put our heads down like you did, Donna, and Cliff, your wonderful husband. And by the way, happy 33rd anniversary. I think I got that right. And we just plowed through, and I used you're welcome. And I used creativity and my ability to write and teach to really keep my mind positive and focused. And then as I started learning more about what traumatized children go through, it alters the way their brains think. It plants in them neural nets and blueprints about unhappy things, and they rule them through their lives. But here's the good news, everybody, and youth out there who are going to be the leaders of the future, like me, like Donna, that we have the power in our brains through neuroplasticity to change the way we think. And one of the ways to do it is to learn skills and what I call hacks to becoming happy, but to live through stories of others who have made the journey to the other side and are living a great life, like you see Donna here. So that's leading me now to the big announcement. And we're about 10 minutes on the broadcast here, which, by the way, will turn into a radio show in the next few days. And I said to Donna, we're going to make this big announcement together. So Donna, because I love you and how much you're doing with me, I want to give it to you to in any way make this big announcement. Over to you.
Well, we have our book, our first collaborated book together. I'm saying first because I know there will be more. The Quiet Warrior teaches Jeannie all these wonderful skills and hacks. Jeannie is my main character in my collection, but she's also the younger version of me that gets to do everything magical. So this book is coming together wonderful with all of Tom's wonderful experience and skills and connections. And we're just so excited about releasing this to the world through Tom's wonderful radio show and all those things he does. It's just so exciting.
Thank
you. Take it, Tom. I'm not sure what to say. I'm just so excited.
Oh, well, that's the thing that I love about this, because Donna's smile and just the energy lights it up. And, if Anna was on with us, you two would get along. I will take it from there and talk a lot about it, because everybody, I get very emotional and passionate about this work. As many of you know, I fell a couple of years ago on my head and had a brain injury, a bit of a concussion. I'm still working on that. My eyes don't work as well, and I'm a little slower. And here's Donna, my partner, kicking my butt, telling me we got to keep moving forward. And I'm doing the work, and I'm so inspired. Sometimes we're butting heads, but that's why it all works. And this book is going to be epic. Now, everybody, I have what you don't have yet, the PDF manuscript. And when I opened the first draft, it blew me away. Donna has taken the stuff I've given to her in her own, and she's created these amazing classic Disney style illustrations. Now, if you could picture bringing Tom to life through a Disney style illustration, I mean, come on. I mean, part of me is like, I don't even know what I want to see there, but here's what we're doing. We open this up to some of the neatest people in the world, people who have great stories, people who have experiences that are unique. And we ask them, would you like to write 350, 400 words and contribute to the book? And so Donna, it happened, right? Stories started pouring in, and I would send them over to Donna, and Donna would do her magic. She would be an Imagineer and this classic illustrator. And then she would send it back to me, and it blew my mind. When I saw my story, I was almost in tears, Donna, because you captured it so well with your illustrations. It's beautiful. What we're doing, everybody, is the format of the book is this. Whoever picks it up and reads it, they're going to put a smile on their face. They're going to be lit up with this feeling of joy, but they're going to jump into the story, because many of the stories they'll read and they'll say, that's my story. We have the book, the format, and it'll shift a little bit as we finalize, but we basically have all of our stories, and I lost count on, I know there's at least 10. We then, with each story, have what are called happiness hacks. So we ask people like Donna and others, tell us the top 3 or 5 things you do to generate or create happiness and joy in your life. And then Jeannie, which is Donna, meets the Quiet Warrior, me, and I teach Jeannie. So I've learned some skills through going through depression recently with my mental health because of my fall. And I've been taught 166 different hacks, how to actually maintain positive thinking. And I decided the world needs to learn this. Kids, the youth need to learn. So we've creatively, Donna's put that into the book as skills. And I believe that mental health for leaders, business leaders, and CEOs, the top people in business who have a lot of pressure, right, Donna? we have to show up authentically with our game face, but we all know that we show up sometimes with brokenness. We have had a bad night before. We've had challenges. Yeah. And like this morning, Donnie and I are getting this live stream going, and we spent an hour trying to figure out the technology, but we had to show up in a positive frame. Right. And Donna's laughing. So you're going to find skills in the book like you've never seen before. And I believe, before I give it back to you, Donna, the last thing I want to say is that, everybody, I'm making a bold statement. This is a book like you've never seen before. And it's a companion that follows my Way of the Quiet Warrior book, which I'm not a bragger, but I'm going to brag here. We have become #1 in multiple countries, and over 150 people have written wonderful comments about it online. And so the audience that I'm going after now through this book is the youth, the young adults, the adults of all ages, who Donna and I know will be the future of our world. So Donna, as we go to wrap up for the next couple minutes, tell me anything else you want to leave us with about this project, anything at all that you want to leave our viewers with.
Well, as an illustrator, when you illustrate a book, most publishers think it's strictly for children. But in my experience, most of the adults I know are children and love illustrations. So it just gives the reader another perspective, another emotional adventure in pictures. And this book is for all ages. In fact, parents and grandparents enjoy these illustrated books more than the kids most of the time. So it's just a wonderful format with all the information you've shared with me, and I've learned a lot. So I'm having a lot of fun. I hope everyone else joins us and has fun too.
Thank you for those words, Donna. One of the things that Donna said, every time Donna talks to me, I have a journey in my head that goes on. That's how I'm wired. I go all over, and we are. There's science behind this, but we are wired as human beings in our brains to tell stories. And in fact, I'm a trainer in my company. I teach people, and people remember how you made them feel, not what you said. And so if you've heard the saying, there's a picture's worth 1,000 words. When we look at an image, our brain connects associative to that image with many, many things in our lifeline. And so, for example, when I look at this book, it's going to connect me to many, many memories and thoughts. And so what we wanted was to have something that would be stimulating, but through illustrations. And let's face it, everybody, Dawn is the gift in this project, because I couldn't illustrate a book. It would be all words. This will be a book that will inspire people of all ages. Now, I'm going to make a prediction here that this book will become a widely read book. We want it to be a global impact. And I will carry it with me through all the work I do, and Dawn as well. I want to say a couple things just on that my other book is being made into a major motion picture. I want to give a shout out to Menning Films out of the United States. We'll be filming in Canada. We're taking it to the big screen. We already have people in different countries who are aware of that project. We're also going to be, through my public speaking career, where I go out and do speaking on mental health and business, taking this book with us as a companion to give to the young adults and the parents who can pass it on. And through my live streaming and all my media work, and there's many more things that will be happening, I will be taking this book to the world in a big way, because we know that it's going to make a big, big impact on children. And the last thing I want to share with you, Donna, which you may know of, is I recently became a crisis text line counselor. And what that means is that there's an organization called Kids Help Phone, which is also connected to Kids Text Crisis Line. And this is for youth all around the world. There's 1,600 of us who, when they're in crisis, they either phone in or they text in because they just need help. And I did my training, and I just launched my work with them. I'll do 200 hours a year of volunteer work. And Donna, I mean, I get so emotional, but the topics that the children or the kids and the youth are calling in on are depression, anxiety, loneliness, self-harm. Yeah. And the thing about our book is that we're going to the youth of the world and saying, you're enough, you're okay. Some of us went through that, but look, we came to the other side. You're beautiful, and what was told to you and what was said to you is not true. So read our book and put a smile on your face, and just know that you can be all you can be. So Donna, I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart on Canada Day for joining me on the live stream. There'll be more of these as the book progresses. Everybody, on the screen, you'll see the ticker of Donna's website, donnasetterlund.com, and KRE-AT.ca, which is my company. We'll connect on social media and keep you up to date. As we leave the broadcast, I want to honor Donna with a few words. I do this on all my shows, Donna. They're not scripted. And the first one is love. You are love. It comes through you in the work you do. Number 2, you are imagination. Number 3, you are creativity. And the last one is your leadership. You are a leader because you found a way to go into the world and make a difference. And everybody's Zontoria Productions. Check out the website. As you heard Donna say, this is not the last you've heard of Donna Setterlund. And we're going to do great things in the world together. Right, Donna?
We are. Yes, we are.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, Donna, thank you for being on the show. And everybody, when this is released as a podcast, find it on your podcast station, subscribe to the Quiet Warrior Show. You'll be able to go and give it a high rating to honor the work that we're doing and live your life with passion and live that life that you deserve and desire. Thank you, Donna.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for listening to The Quiet Warrior Show. KRE-AT is a motive-based leadership development firm. www.KRE-AT.ca